So, hey there, Tim.
Yo.
Feels empty in the room.
Yeah, it's a little chilly too.
It is a little chilly.
But I've got my Reese's.
Yes,
Thank
you
you
do.
for supplying a little trick-or-treat bowl upstairs.
Yeah, I don't even know where you got that. Oh,
Yeah.
the trick or treat bowl. Very good.
Mhm.
Very good. You can thank the missus for that.
I figured.
Like, what do we do? Should we call him?
Well, we gave him the wait, right? We gave him the time.
We did, and we waited 3 minutes to start the show.
So now we give him the nudge, right?
Let's give him the nudge.
Yeah.
I mean, we texted him today.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Okay, let's see if we can do this.
Especially after the Tigers one.
You can hear this, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Hey,
Greetings.
what are you doing?
Just hanging out. What are you doing?
Doing our podcast, waiting for you, and you're on the air.
Damn. God damn it.
I mean, technically we're just hanging out too.
Tonight. Yeah. Shit. Okay. I can head up there, but you should start the show.
Do you want to hop on your home computer?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hop on right now.
You've got the link.
Yep, I got the link. I think I've got everything I need. I'll hop on right this minute. I'm an idiot. LVP.
Yeah, we'll see you shortly.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounded
Sounded
good,
official. Yeah.
So
Caught him with his
Ricky's running
pants down.
late.
Yeah.
And should we just jump into the intro? Should we just do it?
Yeah, let's do it anyway.
All right, let's see if we can figure this out.
All
Okay.
right.
Odds, Tim, I want you to think about this, and I'm going to pad for myself for a second while I look
Yeah.
at these buttons.
Yeah.
What are the odds that I actually get this right?
Let's do plus 110.
Here we go. There's an Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. We don't know where he is. He's Ricky. That wasn't it. I'm filling in miserably.
Hey.
I'm Ricky's co-host. Can I be the co-host if he's not here?
You're the replacement host.
Yep, I don't know, but it's me, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
He's filling in the shoes tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Dr. Tim.
Here we go, baby. Prepare to be underwhelmed.
You know, I got the rest of it. I just didn't get the first part of it.
No, you did great.
Yeah, it was close. So Ricky forgot about the podcast tonight. He's going to be hopping on here shortly, which is funny for many reasons. But first of all, I will tell you that Ricky and I on the side had planned out a little bit of a joke about what happened yesterday. So we're going to wait for Ricky to come in, and I'm sure he's still going to want to talk about that. But guys, this week on this week's episode, we will have Ricky here shortly. We're going to talk about what our events have been over the past week.
Yep. Just a little weekly update, so to say.
Yeah, we have some things hobby related. We met a local star for an in-person autograph. We
can
went
chat-
ghost hunting.
Yeah, and we can chat about new releases still. So.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wait, are these ones people are going to want to hear about?
I think so. Yeah. It's not whatever AEW. Yeah.
You know, I will say this. I did have people reach out to us, more than one, who did like the product release from last week.
Okay.
And so I honestly think you do a very good job of this.
Oh.
And the one part of our show, last year we talked about accidentally informative. Like, this is the part of the show this year that really is accidentally informative, because for some people, they just don't have time to consume a lot of hobby content.
Fair. Yeah.
And so listening to us, like, my God, this is where they get it from,
You
which
really
is just
should not
awful.
source anything from us.
No, but the product release is something that, the test of time, it doesn't necessarily stand up to. However, if they listen week to week, it can inform them of what's going on. So we definitely have that. I'll do some show updates if that sounds good, and then we'll have you do the new releases. And then maybe by then, Mr. eBay will decide to join us.
Probably.
How's that sound?
Doesn't even need pants tonight.
He doesn't, and he probably won't have them. He's going to be so rattled.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
okay
it.
though.
Yeah, it's all right. So guys who are listening to us live, we're here currently Wednesday night.
Mhm.
Oftentimes it's Thursday night. But you can find us and join us live over on YouTube, Back to the Future podcast. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and then honestly, follow us on Instagram about 24 hours ahead of time from when we start the show. You'll see it on our story each week of when we're going to be going live. Go jump on the chat, and you can help us make fun of Ricky for not being here. Or join in, at least in the chat and hang out with us as we go. We certainly appreciate it. And for those watching you now, if you enjoy what we're doing, click the like button. It makes us happy. Our website, Timmy, I said it incorrectly last week. It's pttfpodcast.com.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah, I screwed that up. It's not the first time this year. You can listen to our episodes. You can watch our YouTube records afterwards. But you can also click on sponsor and affiliates. Especially if you're going to go do some eBay shopping, click on that eBay link. You shop as planned. It's free for you, and we get a little cut in the process.
I've forgotten so many times.
You've been doing a lot of eBaying lately.
Yeah.
I don't know that I saw anything this week per se, but over the last month or so, you've really been doing nicely for yourself.
It's a slow trickle.
It did seem like it came on after your wedding. Was there a reason for that, or how did that work out?
Budget was no problem. Yeah.
Touche. So go check out our website there. Of course, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, we'd love it if you left us a 5-star rating and then leave us a nice little review as well. Very much appreciate it. We'll read those on the show from time to time. I did not do a good job of looking at it this week. Tim, one last thing that I have here.
Yeah.
Tim, do you like Michael Jordan?
Every now and then.
Do you like basketball cards?
Every now and then.
Well, on this month's episode, magazine of Basketball Card Fanatic, we feature
it's the 85 star.
The star Michael Jordan. His rookie card, I don't know. For me, no. For some, yes.
I believe there's a pretty in-depth breakdown by Mr. Adam Gray in there.
You are correct. And really, this month's highlight interview is someone who has collected the PSA 9s before anyone else started.
Yeah.
And you get to hear his journey of traveling around the world of how he collected each of these, submitted them for grading, trying to get the highest possible grades that he can.
It could not have been cheap.
No, it wasn't. But really a fascinating article and many more, all things basketball cards. Excellent photography, excellent articles, and really well put together. None of it is done by me. But if you want to check this out for yourself, go online to the internet, bcfmag.com. Now, click a subscription. It'll be delivered right to your door. Don't forget to use promo code PAC10 for 10% off your order. All right, I told Tim.
Do they do mail-ins? Like how you don't need a purchase to actually get a baseball card? Can you just write in and be like, hey, can I get a copy of Baseball Card Fanatic?
If you asked really nicely, I think you could.
You probably could. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
I was telling you, Tim, before the show started, I did not sleep well last night.
No.
And I have this every week where I go through these critical moments. At 4:30, the alarm goes off and I sit on the edge of the bed. I'm like, am I tired because I need to get up and run, or am I tired because I need to go back to sleep? This morning, I needed to go back to sleep. So what did I do?
You got up and ran.
I ran, and I was just exhausted. I was a walking zombie today. So get off work quickly. And I go to the liquor store because that's the only place you can buy wine here in Utah.
Correct.
This port strike has, some of the articles I've read have threatened that perhaps wine's going to become an issue.
Yeah. Scary.
Amongst other things. And of course, the real story here is that people are not getting paid what they should.
Yeah.
But beelined it out of work, went to the liquor store, stocked up on wine, and then promptly came home and took a nap for about an hour. I have not woken up from that nap.
You're doing all right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying. Words are interesting.
Was it busy?
At the liquor store? No, it wasn't. It wasn't bad. I might be the only one who is crazy enough to dart after there in an afternoon after work on a Wednesday.
Out of concern for
something that's clearly
events.
Not going to happen. And the funny thing about this is the wines that we typically buy are like blends from California.
Yeah.
I don't think those are going to have to go through the ports on the East Coast to get to me.
That's unlike some cards you buy off of eBay. The USPS will ship it to Alaska and then back to New Jersey before it gets to Utah.
Right.
Yep.
I did buy a new Japanese whiskey though.
Oh.
Yeah. For the exact reason. It's the top one in the middle. And maybe at some point you and I are going to have to check that one out.
Oh.
It's one that I've not had before. This is a complete tangent, but if people are fans of whiskey and you've not had Japanese whiskey, highly recommend it.
Highly.
Very delicious. We have backstage Mr. eBay.
Oh,
He's got his headphones on. He is searching. He is scrambling. This is a man who he looks a little rattled right now, but he's here for the people. Ricky, can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us.
otherwise
hear
we
us.
just
Okay, so I think that's everything for the weekly updates. We do have mail this week,
yeah.
and we can't forget the mail.
No, we cannot. Unlike sometimes we do. But
So should we just open it? No, let's have you do. We won't forget it.
we
Right?
won't.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna forget
yeah.
it.
Don't worry about it.
So let's do new releases, and as we do, let's actually test this first.
Okay.
Pad for just a few seconds here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. Good job, Tim.
Been watching National Treasures breaks for football.
Oh, product of note.
Product of note: the jersey patch autos are legitimately pretty this year. They are the real ones are the verticals, but good God, people are getting wrecked. On value.
yeah.
I saw a serial number break where the cards ending in like 0 through 9 go to that spot, and it was $539 a spot.
What?
And I'm not sure a single person got anywhere close to that value.
No.
Yeah.
That's just brutal. Well, good job on the pad. And ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, please welcome
Woo!
Mr. eBay.
Hey, he did it.
Hello and welcome. I don't know if we can hear you, though. Can we hear him? Can we hear him?
No,
Yeah, it sounds like we can hear you probably through your computer, not through your microphone, though.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead and fix that. But
You should
Ricky,
just leave
welcome
it
to the
that way.
show.
That's actually kind of funny.
it feels very robotic, like a distant robot.
Yeah, it's like Ant-Man's on the show right now.
Oh, the look on Ricky's face. Oh, can you see him?
Yeah.
Tim, can you see- Oh, man, the poor guy.
Oh, he's as red as the Utah shirt he's got on.
Yeah, that's God. I sniff
pretty
half a
good.
glass of wine, and that's the color I turn.
This is great.
So, Ricky, I'm
You're
going to
fine,
put
Ricky.
you
Yeah.
on mute just for right now. Give me like a thumbs up when you're ready to roll. Tim, let's do some product release.
Okay. Well, you might note that on our YouTube channel, you can see baseball going on right behind us, behind me.
Yes.
So let's start with baseball products. Two of semi-note. They're not the most exciting, but some people do get excited for 2024 Bowman Sterling.
Ooh.
Really heavy on the prospects. So
I've heard of it.
off of some people's radars, but when I first started ripping cards, I did open a case of this Bowman Platinum, I guess, kind of close. And I hit an Aaron Judge, and did not have any idea who he was at the time, but that's got stashed away, right? I hit a Mike Trout at some point,
Oh, gosh.
and they're not the most valuable cards, but they hold some kind of value. At $450 a box, though, a little iffy as far as value there, but no surprise as far as modern hobby products.
Okay.
You get 5 packs per box, so it's really nice, short, and sweet. You average 1 auto a pack, though, so that's the difference. Is you average out at 5 or sometimes 6 autos in a box. That's not nothing.
That's not nothing at all. And these cards, very bright. This is not what I had in my mind of Bowman Sterling.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just showing the inserts that are here. Lots of gold, lots of bright blue. I don't even know what this Aaron Judge is. It's like
Looks like Battletoads.
it looks like a bowling ball. The back of it looks like a bowling ball.
It
And
does.
yeah, Battletoads. I can see that for sure. This Jackson Holiday, interesting, has the Oriole, I
Yeah.
guess, in the background with some sort of sunburst coming out behind him with bubbles and circles.
Mhm.
Tim, I don't like the design.
No, and this is one of those boxes you're just going to rip open and hope you hit like one notable rookie that's going to be worth maybe $50 and have a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does appear as though the cards that are autographed are on card.
Sometimes. I think
Sometimes,
a lot of the
okay.
prospects end up being stickers.
I see.
Yeah, a lot do end up on card. Like the Trout I hit was on card. So it's like, cool.
What type of protection do you have the Trout in now?
Oh,
Is
no,
it
it's
PSA?
It's gone.
No, it's in a
but-
mag in your house.
Yeah, it used to be in a mag in my house.
Ugh.
which was actually the wrong way to protect it. Before I knew any better, I
Yeah.
think it actually had rubbed against the front case enough that the auto looked differently than when I first did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A lot of people think that, storing a card, especially with an autograph in a mag, is fairly protected, but
Got to be careful. There's
gotta
wiggle
be
room.
careful. Yeah, especially with some of these cards that come out a little curved, a little bent, a little raised in the middle.
Yes.
So laying the penny sleeve over it has mostly caught on, I think, for a lot of people, but even more reason to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Ricky, what do you think? You ready to roll? He's got a thumbs up. Let's see.
Woo!
Is he here?
So what did I miss?
Hey,
Hey!
welcome to the show.
No,
Dude,
nothing.
I am the LVP tonight. I don't know what I was thinking because I wasn't thinking about
No.
a show tonight, and I certainly wasn't even thinking about a show tomorrow night. I don't know. You can ask
It
Chad. I've been
happens.
a mess all day. I missed the entire Tigers game.
He did.
Found
I
out
kept
that
saying
they
up the
won
Tigers. He's
from
like, I didn't
no.
know.
No, what?
Yeah.
Swear to
Come
God.
on.
Planned all day to watch it at the office. The second I get there, go to work mode. Don't even
Oh.
think about it till Chad texts me.
Oh.
They're gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh
God
my
damn.
goodness. That's fantastic. Classic.
So,
yeah.
pre-show, Ricky, we pivoted. I saved what you were going to talk about. Pre-show, we
Okay.
called you.
love
I
it.
did my best attempt at filling in for you on the intro and butchered it.
Oh, I'm sure you did great.
And then we just did the typical show announcements, and then Tim's doing some product review. That's where we are.
Hey, perfect. Thank you both for padding for me for so long.
Oh.
Secretly, we got to about 7:42,
Yeah.
and for everyone just listening on the podcast, we jump on at 7:45. And I started to hope that you weren't going to be here because I really wanted that phone call to happen.
Well,
I'm not gonna
I'll make it sweeter for you and the listeners. When you called me, I was hanging out listening to Don and Mike, watching some baseball, just enjoying the Tigers win.
Uh-huh.
So I need to take a poop.
Uh-huh.
I took that call from the shitter, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-huh.
So proud of you. We're so proud of
It
you.
did sound kind of echoey.
They
Dude,
did.
I am
And
a
I
vet.
wondered that. I wasn't going to say it.
I tried to play it down as much as possible. I never like to get caught on the crapper on the phone, but thank God I did answer.
That's great.
Oh, wow. So, let's continue with the product
Sure.
release.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the only other one I wanted to touch on briefly was 2024 Prism baseball.
Oh,
Unlicensed, but some people get excited by it. It's only $100 a box. I mean, for crying out loud, that's there's very little you can open in the hobby at $100 a box these days.
agreed.
That's
And there's still color blasts. That's all I
Yeah.
have to.
So
The
the
card
card I'm
do look
showing
cool.
here. Yeah, Ricky, what do you think of this one? We got a Paul. How do you say this guy's last name? The Pirates pitcher.
Skeens?
I don't know. Skeens.
Skeens?
I say Skeens, but it's probably not right.
So the very first card that Beckett shows on their sales sheet, so
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
speak, is Paul Skeens, black jersey, yellow hat. Of course, there's no logo on the hat, but it's like green with, I don't even know what to say that
Yeah.
prism is. Green. It's not a green scope, but it looks hideous.
hmm
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of that parallel at all.
Now
not a
we
fan of
do
that one.
have
It's
here
just
the
one through.
throwback signatures, though. Ricky, what do you think about these?
Ooh,
You see this
okay.
one in Piazza and
Now we're
Pudge?
talking, especially that Piazza and Pudge, because there's no logos to be shown. Those are perfect shots.
Yeah. I mean, catchers. You should just feature catchers and pitchers in mid stride.
That's where all the value
Yeah.
is in the hobby.
Well-
That's what I've always known about baseball.
Poor Paul. He's
You've
been
always
getting
said that.
featured on everything baseball this year, and it's kind of sad that there hasn't really been much else to talk about there.
Who?
I mean, yeah, Paul Skeens.
Oh, he's your guy.
No,
First name basis.
Not at all. Yeah, Paul. Yeah.
You and Paul are back-
Unlicensed, it just might as well go unlast named. Yeah.
I like it.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's cheap. You can open it.
Yeah, I'm sure
Good
like
old rainbow
true,
chases.
yeah, I'm sure like hardcore baseball fans may dig it. Again, the unlicensed just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same way.
Well, not to forget about hockey, though. Chad, you have an exciting home opener coming up.
Yes, next week.
That's awesome, man.
I'm stoked for it.
I'm jealous. I might just sneak into your house at night and steal one of those tickets.
Well, here's the thing about that. So it's Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
The opener of the team is at home against Chicago Blackhawks.
Yep.
I wish you guys would have gone on tickets with me. Now they
I
are
know.
crazy expensive.
Yeah.
But that game in particular should be a pretty fun one.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
and if
super
I had
fun.
planned ahead in any way, shape, or form, which is not my forte, that probably should have been a game that I should have looked into a little bit more, but I will not be there.
Next year.
I will be watching, at least on my ghetto website that some people have seen. That where I place hypothetical wagers and get access to every sporting event that is available for betting on. So
Yeah, what could go wrong?
well, what can go wrong? So maybe while I'm doing that, I'll be opening up some 2024-25 Upper Deck Series 1,
Oh,
coinciding with the start of the hockey season. I think they timed that really, really, really well and intentionally this year. You get 12 packs per hobby box. And again, it's at $110. So much
Ooh.
better now that Mr. Connor Big Jesus is not the main chase.
Yeah,
And,
no,
yeah.
that's something I could get into.
Absolutely, because you got these young guns as Chad's scrolling through. And in addition to that, they have renewed versions of young guns. There's 1 in 4 packs apparently, where like an artist, kind of like the Tops Now project, whatever 2020,
Mhm.
where the artist completely changed the look and the shape of the card, or the colors of the card. There's
Yeah.
backgrounds that artists have decided to play around with, and those will be featured.
Oh, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, kind of fun at least. And they're trying a few different things, like those gaming XP inserts that we have pulled up. I don't know about
what-
that. The inserts are just
yeah.
busy. I mean, you hit them and you just move on when you open these packs. But I don't know. I think the best looking ones that are sneaky are the Dazzlers. I just like it because they're blue and they're shiny. I don't know.
A lot of the
Fun
inserts
product.
that looked fun.
Oh,
They
wait,
all-
wait. No, hologram cards. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, there you go. See? Something to look forward
this is
to.
even more exciting than Tim was at his wedding. I'm kidding.
Seriously.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you're not. Oh, yeah, hologram cards. So I broke Ricky.
Oh god.
But yeah, no, they're going to test out some hologram cards and see how that goes, and expand it out to a longer checklist as they progress through the year. I don't know.
It piques my interest as like a very French hockey fan, right? I know of the teams. I don't know many players. Maybe that'll change with Utah getting a team. But as that very, very fringe fan, it interests me.
It's a perfect product for you. You open and you rip up the cards, and then you just stash them under your bed for 5 years, and you'll probably be sitting on the next Connor McDavid.
Probably.
That's what you've always said about young guns.
Yep.
You have.
Yep.
Now, Tim,
And
you
I
brought up an
don't-
interesting thing, and Ricky, I think that you'll get a kick out of this. I tried to get physical tickets with my season tickets, and they actually made me sign a contract acknowledging that I would not be getting physical tickets.
Oh,
Very bizarre.
that's cold.
We also had to sign a contract stating that we have to let them know if we want to opt out of next year's tickets by January 1st.
What?
Yep. You cannot transfer your rights to the seat. Like, you had to sign contracts for this, which I never had to do that for the Utah
No.
Jazz. I didn't have to do it for the Utes football just for the couple of years that I had
Right.
tickets. So this whole concept seemed
Wow.
very new to me, but I really wanted that physical ticket at game one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But no,
No. That
They
Not
won't-
an
they won't
option.
even print
Oh.
them. Wow.
no.
That's really lame. I mean, I'm actually sad about that. There's something to be said about the weird perforations on a printed ticket that you have to like bend and then tear off to gain access. We grew up in an era where movie tickets were like that too, right? And so something about that physical ticket is just part of the experience, and they're taking that away from us. That happened during COVID because of the touch, and I don't think they're coming back.
No, and they're actually getting worse with the technology. I mean, better, I guess. I'm an old curmudgeon, but like, have you noticed how the Jazz, like, you have to like pre-order on your phone and then go get and pay on your phone and then go pick it up? Utah football, when we showed up to the game Saturday, they were holding out QR codes to say, hey, You can now pay from your phone. I guarantee in a year or two, that's going to be the only option.
Yep.
And it is more convenient. I get it. Like, it's cashless. I understand that. But like, I agree with Tim. Like, even if it's not a super valuable ticket, like when Utah went and played Notre Dame, I took that ticket, laminated it, made it into a bookmark. Now, every time I'm reading my book, I remind myself of that awesome event. There's so many great ways to use a ticket, and it's really unfortunate that they're getting away from it, that's dying out in our age. I also think that it's going to increase the ticket market for those that exist. It's kind of like, I hate to say it sounds so morose, but when a really famous and popular athlete passes away, their autos go through the roof or slowly, increase because there's a limited amount now. There will be no more produced. And I feel like that's kind of what we're going to be seeing with tickets. I think we probably already have seen it a bit.
I think, yeah,
I agree. It's sad and it's a bummer. I completely agree with you. Actually, just a couple of weeks ago, I was flipping through some stuff, trying to declutter. Excuse me. And came across a ticket stub from the Mountain West Conference tournament.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like in the year 2000 or something like that, where our friend Dylan and I went out there. It was in Denver at the time. And Utah won the Mountain West tournament on a 3-point fadeaway shot at the buzzer to win it. And it was one of the greatest nights of our young lives. We stayed up all night just playing poker by ourselves in the lobby of the hotel for nothing, just because, and we just watched the shot on replay on ESPN.
That's pretty cool, though.
But that ticket stub brings back those emotions and those moments, which are so much fun. So it is a bummer that they're going.
Mr. Howley out there is disagreeing with our take on where Mr. Ricky's take fair as far as the value of tickets, because there will be a whole generation of collectors that are going to be like, hey, what's a ticket?
Yeah, I think with future generations, with my son's generation, I don't think it'll hold much value. I think it's going to be more the rest of us dinosaurs till we pass away.
Curmudgeons.
I can't imagine what was the Razor? Was that the first, like one of the first flip cell phones?
Yeah,
like
with a camera.
I don't know if there's any value to those now, for those that are new, but I equate that to the same time thing. Like, I don't know. So interesting tangent there. One hockey related note, though.
You can kill our listeners.
No, they're already dead. It's fine. Oh gosh, now I'm blanking on his name. Is it Bedard? That signed with Fanatics.
Correct.
Now, we don't know that he can't sign with Upper Deck Cards. We heard it was a Fanatics exclusive deal. It didn't necessarily say from the post that we saw from Sports Card Investor on social media just today. But that is a huge bummer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the Cup. The Cup comes to mind when it comes up 17 years down the road for this season or for last season, that if his product isn't going to be in there, like, that's a big time bummer, at least his autos.
Be a big bummer, but you saw how Brady had his exclusive with Upper Deck and then Fanatics, and he still has his autos in Panini products. So I don't believe they're mutually exclusive.
Okay,
where they are mutually.
It's got exclusive only means one thing. Exclusive means one and only. But
attorney. Yep.
But to our chat, and I think what Tim's getting at, and I agree, is it exclusive memorabilia? Exclusive cards and memorabilia, exclusive so that's the key term we're missing.
Yeah.
All right. No more hockey. Any more weekly releases?
Nothing of note. That's it.
What does that mean?
No,
flawless basketball.
Oh no, nothing.
National Treasure football, noir.
Yeah, no, I think it's like impeccable soccer or something. So go listen to some soccer podcast.
All right, fair enough. I
like with Tim on that.
All right, Ricky. Well, you
Dealer
take
choice.
it away. Take it away.
Well, let's.
What's your rattled level right now on a 1 to 10? What's your rattled level right now, and what was it when you first jumped on?
12 when I first jumped on. I'm right now, dude. I'm a shit show at the moment. I'm rethinking life changes at this moment in time.
How much do you worry if I actually hit the button on the Roadcaster to actually record the podcast?
Whoa, you didn't?
Did I?
I'll start over again.
What's your rattled level now?
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
yeah, we're
we
rolling.
could
We're
just
rolling.
start
We're rolling.
over and then just pretend like nothing happened.
No, we're rolling. Okay, I'm gonna stop interrupting you, Ricky.
No, you're good.
Talk about yesterday afternoon. What Tim texted us
Tim texts
on the way to the card shop.
Yeah, so we went to the card shop to the Cam Rising autograph signing, and I guess I should probably even back up a little bit and just tell you that when I pulled into the lot, I showed up super early. I got you guys, I'm like the podcast, like I panic everywhere, right? What I tell you guys, I said I'm showing up at 5. When are you showing up? I'm sleeping out in front of the store. When are you guys going to show up? This thing didn't start till 6:30, and I'm showing up at 5. Tim's even like, well, why do you have to show up so early? And I can't justify it.
No.
It's because I'm terrified that this place is going to be packed. There's going to be no parking. I'll park at Southtown. Everyone wants to meet Cam.
Yeah.
So I get there, and I'm pulling in pretty fast because I figure a lot of people are going to be coming in on this thing right now. So I got to hurry and get my spot, And as I turn into the lot, I almost hit a cop. I literally almost hit a cop who had pulled some jackass over into that lot, had his driver's side door wide open, almost took that off. Luckily, he was busy talking to the idiot driver and didn't see what I had done. So I just slowly meandered to my parking stall. Then we're in there and we're all just waiting and kind of giving status updates. Chad's leaving work. He's going to go get some food and he's let us know what his plans are. He'll be there by 6:30. We're not really hearing from Tim. And then we get a text. Got pulled over for speeding.
Real anxious to go get that Cam Rising autograph.
Yeah, apparently.
Star quarterback of the University of Utah, who's a 17th year senior, for those of you who are not familiar.
Yeah.
Currently on injured reserve, so to speak,
Probably
for the Utes,
for the
hoping to
rest of
come
the
back
season.
soon. Yeah. But I had a local signing at Overtime Cards, our local card shop.
Yep, 106 South State Street.
I was excited,
Yeah, so what happened, Tim?
No, it's like it's rush hour, right? You said you were trying to get there by 5, and that's when I requested off from work, and so
I lost you guys. I can't hear you guys.
There we go.
yeah, now we're good.
Yep.
Yeah, bumper to bumper on my piece. No faster, like 10 or 20 miles per hour now. Yeah, it's just painful hitting every red light on the way down, and then at some point, a bunch of people just turned off the road to the right, and so I move into the right lane, and there's this giant gap, and of course you got to fill it in and move forward. So
You shot the gap?
Yep. And so I make the final right turn and then a final left turn into that parking lot that Ricky drove into. And I see this cop behind me in the rear view mirror, just as I'm waiting for traffic to pass so that I can turn in. And I'm like, well, there's a chance that that's not anything related to what I'm doing. Maybe he's a fan of the show. Maybe he's a fan of the Overtime Card Shop. Who knows? But the second I make that left turn, I hear this. I see the gumball machine go right off, and I was like, "Oh, he's pulling me over. This is happening." I drive into the parking lot, and I just pull into a spot like an asshole, parked crooked. But
True.
I assumed the position, put my hands at 10 and 2 after rolling down the window, and I was just ready to say, okay, sorry, sir. Before I did that, though, I unbuttoned like the top button in my polo. I was trying to show a little man boob.
No, you didn't. Did you?
But no, I mean, he was very polite. He was asking me, so what do you think the speed limit was on that road that you were driving down? I was like,
hold on. How is he supposed to answer that question?
You're not supposed to say anything.
Yep, you're supposed to say, I have no idea. I have no idea how fast I was going. I have no idea how fast. Or just nothing.
Now we lost Ricky. You know what wrecked this whole thing is I tried to pull up receipts as far as what time you actually texted us, and then it all went to hell. The whole bit went to hell.
Oh, dang
All
it.
the audio got screwed. Now we
Yeah.
can't hear Ricky at
Now
all.
we can't hear Ricky.
Yeah.
You can hear us.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
can hear you.
Whew.
All
No,
right. Well,
nothing.
Tim, why don't you keep talking and I'll try and figure out Ricky. Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Well, this is no fun without Ricky giving me crap now. But yeah, I'll just throw myself under the bus. But yeah, sitting there patiently, and he rolls up to my window and he's like, "Yeah, how fast do you think you were going?" And I said, "Well, I must have been going fast."
Okay, fair enough.
After he asked me what the speed limit was,
Hear
I was
me?
like, "Yeah, I clocked you at 49 miles per hour, and the speed limit back there was 35 miles per hour."
Ah,
Son of a, because like I don't usually pay attention to the speed limit, even though there's like this little flasher on my front dash panel that tells me exactly what the speed limit is at the current location where I'm driving. And I usually do a pretty good job of at least keeping around there, or at least keeping up with the flow of traffic. So I never think anything about it.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten pulled over in over a decade at least.
well, you were excited to get there.
Yeah, I waited to get to the signing apparently.
Yes.
Going 49 miles per hour in a
Mhm.
quote unquote 35 mile per hour.
So you do
zone.
get there.
God damn it. Albie's struck.
Can you hear me?
We still can't hear Ricky, but YouTube can hear Ricky, so that's important. I don't know why we.
YouTube can hear me. Okay.
Okay, so Tim, as a quick aside here,
Mm-hmm.
you've got a wager going on. Tell the people about your wager.
Yeah, I'd need one last leg of this parlay to hit for $2,400 tonight. And needed Albies to just get one hit tonight to finish that out. And he's currently 0 for 3 in the top of the 6th inning. Padres are winning 5-2. I don't know. They'll bat around one more time, it looks like.
All right, fair enough. Well, Ricky, people, let's do this. I'm going to pop off the studio here real quick. Tim, I am going to unmute you. Why don't you talk about the scene, Tim, once you get inside of Overtime
Cards. Yeah, I finally get in there, and it's looking like a
Yeah, I don't know. I assume that YouTube can hear me. Oh, Chad's giving me the
Yeah.
thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Can we just back up for a second? When we asked Tim,
No.
how fast were you driving? He said 49 in a 35,
yeah.
quote unquote.
Yep. That's what the officer said he clocked me at. So, he's a man of his word, I assume.
But Tim, you should, to my advice, you should never say anything. Just say, I have no comment. I have no comment. And yeah, he'll give you the ticket, but it'll preserve your defense in court.
Fair enough. How many people show up in court to defend a speeding ticket? Let's be honest here. Even
More
the
people-
officers usually don't show up.
Well, that's why
right?
people will challenge it. They'll take it to court hoping the officer doesn't show and they'll get their case
Yeah.
tossed.
Fair.
All right.
But I schmoozed this officer apparently while he was he was taking my license and running it through his little database, obviously, and didn't find any bench warrants or anything on me, and apparently let me go with a warning. So there you go.
So at least there is a good thing to this,
Yeah.
aside from you getting out of a ticket.
Now I can go buy some hobby products.
You know that your how do I put this? That your browser history at your home has not shown up on your record. That's probably the safest way to say that.
That's
Yep.
fair. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Completely unrelated, mutually exclusive.
The show's browser history hasn't shown up on the record either.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Ah,
What a start to the signing, though. I
Yeah.
was no more than 30 yards maybe from the entrance of the store when I got pulled over. It sucked.
well, Tim,
Oh, and
great
I-
job padding on that. Ricky, I want you to take over from here. And I'll tell you what, this whole sound system bit of my computer pooping out on me is total karma. Because clearly you jump on, I'm like, how rattled are you? How rattled are you? And the
Dude,
universe
don't-
is like, hey, bitch, you want
have
to see
nothing-
rattled? Go be
No.
rattled.
Everyone that listens to the show knows that we get such joy in the misery of the other two. That's just a rule of the show. So you don't have nothing to apologize for. I'd be doing the exact same thing to you.
I apologize for swearing for being rattled. All right, go ahead.
But I did as soon as Tim sent us that text. Well, it took me a minute, but then I went sprinting out of the store,
Yeah, you realize who you drove past.
out the parking lot, and trying to snap photos of Tim getting handcuffed. But
Mother effer. Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
they'd already gotten his warning.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll take it. I'll take a warning. You know.
But yeah, so we get to the show. Tim and I are there, and as well as my wife and son, and we're all just hanging out. I'm feeling good. I was starting to text Chad and Tim to say, hey, don't worry, I'm an idiot. No one's here. Like, there's plenty of parking. But it was really cool. They had helmets for sale, mini helmets that you could buy, and I'm telling you that I loved this shop. This shop was selling these helmets for the same price I bought them online. I don't think they were making any money off.
No markup, huh?
And I had in preparation prepped my helmet. I got out my red paint pen because that's what I had for Zach Moss when we did his auto signing. And I didn't know if it still worked, right? It'd been quite a while. And so I drew a little bit on the back of the helmet. And I was like, damn, now I got to get this off. And I was thinking about our super secret group chat where everyone's talking about removing autographs from helmets. And I think what I wanted was nail polish remover or something lighter. I got like industrial grade alcohol nail polish remover, like hardcore, what Kyla uses for like the worst of her nails or nail polish. Had no idea. She just left it out for me. I soaked a cotton swab and wiped it on. Oh, this is great. The paint went right away. Oh, damn. The helmet is melting. The helmet is melting. So I panic. Luckily, it's on the opposite side of where I want to get it signed, but it does. And it doesn't look visually too bad, but it's scruffy.
Yeah.
So I take my helmet. I go buy another helmet from the shop. They have the exact same one. Had they not, I would have just gotten my helmet signed, but they have the exact same one. And I donate my helmet. And I just say, hey, if you see someone that needs something to get signed and, you know, they're not prepared, give it away. The owner of the shop started to say, oh, we could have just traded it out for you. And I said, no, I didn't buy the original here. Let me do my good deed. These guys are incredible. I just can't
really
say enough all the time. They also had some of his base Bowman's First, the one that my 5 out of 5s out of, just the base cards, not silvers, but for sale for like $1 that people could get autographed. We learned Tim showed up to the autograph signing without anything to get autographed.
Well, it was
He
just
didn't want to be a poser.
ticket to come hang out and ticket for speeding. Yeah.
I do like it. You know, in years past, I've given Tim a hard time, including this year, for not being someone to hang out. And this time, true to your word, man, you showed up just to hang out, and I liked it.
I was just going to
I'm glad I
say,
did.
we can't give him too hard of a time because, we did appreciate having you there, Tim, and it made it so much more fun. But yeah, so as we're just hanging out, Chad gets there eventually. We're all just kind of chilling. I guess by the time Chad got there, they started to line us up, and it turned out that our place in line was right in front of the front door, which I thought was cool because that meant we were going to see Cam up close and personal. And Chad, just so you know, we would have been over by the front desks where you buy the cards had we listened to Tim, because he said he's not even going to show up for 45 minutes. No need to stand right now.
And I appreciate you kind of holding a spot in line for me. There weren't many people behind you, but I do appreciate that.
No, and I was you were just going out into your car to get the stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of doing that, so I appreciated you. I eventually caught on to what you were saying.
Yeah. So we get there, and shortly after Chad gets there, he turns to his right, and there's Cam Rising, trying to walk in the door, and Chad actually pulls the door shut on him and says, "Sorry, we're full."
Damn right. I said
Everyone
the
got a
shop's
big glass.
closed. So the shop's closed. He did.
And
There
Cam-
was a split second look in his eye when he's like, "Oh, what?" And he's like, "All right, this guy's just messing with me."
Well, it is important to note that Cam, unlike, and I can't remember, Zach, I think had his wife and son and maybe someone else
I think
with
so.
him there. Cam had no one. This is a college kid walking into driving his Ford Bronco into the lot and walking into the front door.
Yep.
And he at no time acted like anything other than that, a college
No.
kid, in the best way. Like he was just happy to be there. He was friendly. He was engaging, and we'll get to that in just a second. So we start moving through the line, and the line is moving really fast. And the other thing that's cool that Overtime does is they will allow you, like a lot of these places, I feel like there's pressure just to get the signature and get the hell out of there.
Mhm.
They're like, no, we'll take some photos, not super long. You got to move it along, but we'll take photos. And dude, we probably spent 5 minutes with it between our two groups. And as we got up there, he's just super friendly. He's dapping everyone, giving us fist bumps.
Yeah.
Super, just nothing but smiles, happy to be there, talking with us. Chad brings out his 101. You want to tell that story?
Yeah, certainly. So the 2022 Bowman U Superfractor. Now, this card is not autographed. And I put it out on Instagram last week asking people if I should get it autographed and what color of paint pen. And there was some heat here. It was not unanimous to get the card signed. And there were a couple of people who explicitly told me, no, like you do not wreck this card. I thought it would look cool. So I took the card and I went up there, put the card down and told him like, hey, this is one of your best cards in existence. Please don't screw it up. And the reason, so I hinted at this earlier, Cam is currently not playing because he has his two middle fingers, so his middle finger and his ring finger, in a big splint.
Those were beefy. Like those were high grade, like carbon fiber splints that I can't put on patients in clinic.
Clearly he has torn ligaments in his fingers.
Yeah,
this has not been said, but clearly this was the case.
Yeah.
So all he's got to do is write with his index finger and his thumb. And I'm seeing this man hold this pen. He could barely hold on to it. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, he's going to drop it all over the card and the paint's just going to smear everywhere. And I'm going to have to put acetone on it like Ricky did.
And smear it all over his face and melt it away. Yeah.
Have you seen a person hold their two fingers further away from an object being that pen? I have never seen that.
I know.
No, completely unrelated though. The distance you hold, your chopsticks away from the very end, pointy end, is supposed to be like how close you are to like the people you love and like how close you get in your relationships. Cam was like at the very butt end of this, this marker, trying to go. Yeah, but he was doing a damn good job, like ahead of us. So I felt pretty good about Chad's chances. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a video here of this. I wonder if I can show this. Let's go ahead and give this a try here.
What's the worst?
Gonna break all the audio.
I mean, why wouldn't
we already
this
did it
work
once.
tonight? It's clearly. Oh no, I can't show that. Nope. Oh, Nope. It wants to show the entire text thread. So no, we're gonna work on that here in a minute.
Okay. What if I hook up? Oh no, that doesn't work.
Oh, here it is.
Yes.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us, huh?
Hey, you did it.
I did it.
Okay, yeah.
So
watch his fingers.
let's see if I can show. You can barely see. He's holding that paint pen so far back.
No, the video zooms in. If I recall, though, it automatically.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Let me see if we can pull that one up here, real quick as we go to the video.
The photo of it? Yeah,
it's just the photo of it.
I thought
unfortunately,
yeah.
Oh, good. But yeah, I mean, so what was your plan with this though? Once he signed it, you had a really specific reason for why we were taking the photos and the video of him signing.
So to get it authenticated,
Mhm.
yeah. So the thought would be to send this one to PSA, get the card graded, get the autograph authenticated. When I submitted some evidence of the Kobe Bryant autograph in photo form, that's when it ultimately got authenticated. So that's my thought with that. And that's why we wanted to give that a whirl. So
for sure.
Yeah, I think that worked out well. I really appreciate you guys getting the photo, the video of it, and I think it turned out great.
Yeah, no, I think it worked well. And Tim, you did an awesome job snapping some of these photos. I'm going to do this like really old school. That even work? I don't even know if that works. But look
Yes,
at how
yeah,
that
looks
red
great.
paint pen pops.
It's awesome.
Looks great.
It was a great
It's
choice. I don't
such a
care
good
what
job.
anybody says. You know, that's your card. It's staying in your collection, and now it looks great.
I texted Chad today. I couldn't stop looking at it, and I just get more and more angry at all the people that said don't get it signed.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, right?
It
Like
is.
if you were trying to sell it or hold on to it for some theoretical future value, then no, right? Like you wouldn't do this for like Ellie De La Cruz's Superfractor that's unsigned. But as a PC card in a college uni type product,
Well,
Yeah, I think it's
you
awesome.
made the right choice.
I agree, and I'm going to challenge that a little bit. First of all, you got to look at Cam Rising. He has a very limited market, right? It's University of Utah fans.
That too, yeah, that's a good point.
I would think that University of Utah fans would freak out over that autograph. I've been zooming in. There's no soft spots. There's no streaking. It is 100% incredible. And honestly, if I had a chance to get that with a Cabrera 101, I think I'd do it. Haters be damned. Now, granted, you're right, Tim. It's probably a PC card. I probably never sell it, but I think that this could add value to the right collector.
Like Chad.
Or
For
me.
sure. And I agree with Ricky. I think hardcore University of Utah fans would like that a lot. I do personally.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it was the right call. Like I literally have spent probably an hour at the office today staring at that throughout the day. It's just mind blowing how much it pops. And yeah, you got to get that graded for sure.
No, I'll do it. And I appreciate you guys saying that. It's a card I certainly enjoy, and I think that autograph really pops out there. So I'm super happy with it.
Yeah, as you should be. You know, that whole experience of getting that signed, and he was like really paying attention to what he was signing. You know, he made like a cool little comment about everything that was placed in front of him.
He did.
You know, like when you told him like there's only one copy of this card, don't screw up. Who's like, oh yeah, okay. You know, he took it seriously, and you know, that photo that we had signed, you know, he signed it exactly where he wanted it.
Yes, he
and
did.
he like knew how to like size up his auto so that it didn't look like a little tiny scribble. It looks perfectly appropriate for that photo. And then I don't know, Ricky, you can tell the story about your son's auto that he got.
This was cool.
So we go in and like I said, my wife and son and I each had mini helmets, white mini helmets. They had the interlocking U's. I had the Drum and Feather logo. And we all get our autographs. We have a great time. Get some photos with him. He's super friendly. And as we're leaving, this just hit me. Well, two things hit me. One is he mentioned with the interlocking U, white interlocking U helmets. He's like, man, I haven't seen these for a long time.
Yeah.
And what do you think your boy did? He just pulled out a dumbass comment out of his ass. I said, "What's where all your best games were played in that helmet?"
Great job, man.
Yeah. Probably where he tore his ACL in that helmet. I bet if we go back and look, I bet both Rose Bowls we wore that helmet.
We haven't worn those for at least 4 years, I think, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
3 years, at least 3.
When it was the last time we lost in the Rose Bowl, because that might have been it. And so, but he says to me, "Really?" And I can't do a good impersonation, but it's like a half, like I'm not opening my jaw to say it. And he sounds exactly like my 15-year-old son. Really? Really? And it just reminded me, oh yeah, these are men bodies that we cheer for, but these are kids. These are even at 24, whatever he is, he's a younger generation. Like I don't understand him. Like these are kids. So the other thing that hit is after we're leaving, we got all our photos thanking him. We're walking out, and my son forever has worn these awful Crocs from Cars, Speed McQueen themed Crocs. And he's worn them for probably 8 years. He's had a bunch of them. He loves them. He's obsessed with them. It's the only pair he'll buy. And I make fun of him every chance I get. And as we're leaving, Cam says, "Dude, I love those Crocs."
Yeah, we were like 3 feet out the door.
Yes,
we were. And I turn around and Carter's saying, "Yeah, I almost had you sign them." And I repeated it. And I said, "Yeah, we almost had you sign his Crocs." And we start turning to leave again. And he says, well, I'm here. This is your chance.
Yeah.
So my son rips his shoes off and he signs his Crocs.
That was so cool. That was
And
so
evidently, Carter has another pair of Crocs. So he's retired those. And now
Oh,
he's
really?
trying to get me to get the
I feel
photo
I got him. Yeah.
of him getting the Crocs signed. I don't know why he wants it. Probably just as a keepsake, not to authenticate
Yeah.
anything. But
Yeah. That's just
so
a cool
yeah, I got to
memory
go
now.
reach out to overtime. But it was so cool. He was so friendly with all of us. I mean, hell, when we stood next to him for the photos, and I know this is like weird, but he like was putting his hands on our backs. Like normal athletes, you would think like would hold their hands by their sides or like behind you and not touch you. Don't touch me. His hand is firmly above my butt crack right there, and I'm loving every second. Look at that smile on my face, dude.
Yeah. He's a cool dude, man. I mean, the takeaway I had from this, like we tease around a little bit. I think he's just a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like
Very.
he's a dude who is enjoying and loving his college experience that he gets to have. That is in the top, 1% of anyone who goes to college.
Yeah.
He is beloved by everyone in the state who's a University of Utah fan. He is a senior, and we know if he comes back that there's going to be a really good chance that we're going to win the conference and maybe even play in the college football playoff. And he knows that.
Yep.
And not only that, but he's just a good dude who
Mhm.
rolls into the card shop on his own just to go sign a bunch of autographs and hang out with people who want to see him.
Yeah.
And I love
by
it.
the
What
way-
else could you ask for?
No. And when they announced that, hey, he's running a little late because practice ended late, not because of him.
Yeah.
He shows up like 10 minutes late, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's so
Yeah.
apologetic.
Yeah.
And I'm just
like
like,
it's his fault. Yeah.
it's just the opposite of how you would ever expect an event like that to go, right? From the
Yeah.
athlete to the venue. Everyone couldn't have been kinder.
Yeah, it was so cool. And I talked to the shop, I guess breaker, Larry, and he said that they sold maybe like 50 tickets, not a ton. So at $25 a pop, I mean, it's not like Cam was making hand over fist for his appearance here,
Yeah.
We're like, however much of that went to him,
Right. And I bet they sold more than that. My ticket number when I checked out was number 66.
Oh, that's a good
And
point. Mine
they
was
did have
67,
3
yeah.
pages of people when they were checking them in. And I did notice that my name, even though I bought 3 tickets, only was a single line. So
Yeah.
I bet they had a couple
Okay.
hundred that
Okay.
they ended up selling. But to your point, like still what you said is
Yeah.
exactly correct.
Yeah, I mean, with the NIL license, I mean, I'm sure he could like walk into some random, Verizon store, get his photo taken, and make like $5,000 or something, right?
Right.
Well,
And this card shop is not close to the U.
No,
It is not close.
Rush hour traffic, too.
Right.
Yeah.
In rush hour. No,
he wasn't
yeah.
speeding apparently.
You took one for the team.
I did.
You
yeah.
took one
I
for
distracted
Cam.
the cop.
You're a hero, man.
You are a hero.
Unsung heroes, right
Not
there.
all heroes wear capes, Tim.
Nope.
But no, you can do the math.
Some
on
wear
that.
pandas.
I do agree. It was probably 100 or 200 because I noticed the same thing Chad did. I was in the 70s. My 3 were one line as well. But even that, let's say 200-300 times that by $25 a pop. I mean,
Yeah.
You're doing
it's
all right.
not nothing by any means, but it's not like he was getting paid buku money to show up to this thing. And he had a smile on his face like it was a huge appearance, right? Like he just could not, to Chad's point, he was just happy living life and enjoying it.
Yep. Pretty cool.
But very cool.
That was a great experience.
Mhm.
You guys see here on the photo that I'm showing up on the YouTube, there's the red mini helmet that's on the table. So I've had that sitting in my home office for quite some time. Right before I left work, I was trying to think of what to do with the autographs. I asked my medical assistant, I'm like, oh, are you a Cam Rising fan? She's like, yeah, I am. But my mom's a really big Cam Rising fan. So I
Oh.
gave her that helmet to give to her mom today. And she
Oh,
was
really?
stoked by it. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's
She
awesome.
texted her mom. She's like, oh, my mom loves it. So
That's so cool.
that was cool.
That's so cool.
It was a lot of fun.
But yeah, do we want to talk about, are we going to talk about Saturday, Friday, the ghost hunt?
Let's tease it. Where are we at? We're an hour into this thing.
Oh my good.
We are.
grief. Okay.
Let's tease it a little bit because old man Chad here got to go bed.
Yeah.
No, I'm good with that too.
So Saturday. So transitioning completely away from the card world, I drugged these 2 buddies of mine out to a haunted mill about 45 minutes west of Salt Lake City. Ricky, definitely not your first time ghost hunting. Tim, the first time you had ghost hunted, but not the first time you had watched or consumed any content related to it.
Correct. Yeah.
Pretty creepy place. We're out there for 4 hours. By the time we left, it's pitch black. We're in the middle of 7 acres and this old mill built in the 1850s.
Yeah. Just
standing on its own, kind of close to a road-ish, enough to where initially we could hear some cars driving by, but by the end it was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Some things happened that we'll talk about, but what were your guys' impressions of ghost hunting in general? We'll start with that.
Well, as you mentioned, I've done it a few times with you. I'm always entertained by it. And entertained. I don't know that I would go do it alone. I don't know I'd do it with another group of strangers, but with friends, it's fun. I have to say that Dr. Ghost Hunters production, man, it's not going to be long before you have production trucks that you need to roll all that equipment. I was blown away. You had some really cool equipment, not only for finding evidence of ghosts, but also to produce. You had cameras, and then you had a big TV for was it closed circuit TV?
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool. Yeah, man, you guys have your stuff together. So it was super fun for me to see all the new toys, even since the last time I've been with you, Chad. And I always have a great time doing these things.
It's a lot of fun going, just hanging out with friends. And I think that's part of the reason why my buddy Jason and I do it so much. And even why Sarah and her friends come out is it's just kind of fun to go hang out and see whatever in the world it is that we're going to see.
Yep.
Right.
Tim, it was your first experience overall. What did you think?
I mean, like you had hinted at, I mean, I've gone from, being completely skeptical and kind of just dismissive of ghost hunting to watching 4 hours of straight ghost hunters, and like Ghost Brothers, Ghost Asylum, like,
all the
ghost hunting shows. And I've seen a lot of the stuff that they do. Still skeptical, right? Because they capture a lot of stuff and they probably do have to play it up a little bit to make it fun for TV. So I went in with just an open mind. I don't want to say low expectations like a negative way, but low expectations in terms of how much paranormal activity we might pick up or be exposed to, being realistic. But yeah, I mean, like Ricky hinted at, you got damn nice equipment compared to even some of the people that, put on the official, like professional shows or whatever. And so that got me excited because I was like, oh, dude, we've got 2 REM pods. We've got the Paralamp, we've got the FLIR camera, like all this stuff that, will really help us capture stuff. And I still think we did, which gave me like legit chills that I haven't felt since watching like Friday the 13th as a kid or something.
And I know we're going to lose people on this, and this is okay.
Yeah.
When you have that first experience that makes you kind of question not your religious beliefs, but your beliefs in what could be from a scientific standpoint in this world, and you have that, oh man, it gets the juices flowing.
Yeah.
And it's something that you just won't ever forget.
No, I mean, I'm a man of math once upon a time, definitely a man of science, clinical trials and data, right? And somehow this tickled some part of my brain and one testicle, so.
This is in part why Jason and I love it so much. And you'll see that some of the things, like, we're pretty strict on what we do. And I try and make sure to not like,
no, but for good
to
reason.
not be super strict in what we're doing and still enjoy it, but also like there are things that we have discovered along the way that like, oh no, if you do this, it's going to ruin your results in a scientific way that's going to give you false positives that TV shows will sometimes hype up and show for content. But guys, we had an experience downstairs. I'm going to edit up this video and I'm going to try and have it out by Halloween and we can show everyone there. So I think we're going to tease it just a little bit.
Perfect.
The 3 of us heard someone who was not physically in the room.
Correct.
And with Jason, the 4 of us heard it.
Yeah, because one of your rules was like, so if you fart, call out your fart. Like if you sigh, call out your sigh, so that when we record it, it's like, oh, okay, that was a real sound. I thought that was a great rule. Kind of like Ricky hinted at, you want to do these types of experiences with people that are experienced and not there to just like joke around. when you're trying to capture all this stuff in dead silence, darkness. Like I think we did a pretty good job of adhering to those rules, right? And
you guys did a great job. No, honestly,
Yeah.
honest to God, we have gone
Yeah.
with people who I will not invite back. Seriously, I won't invite them back for that exact thing, and you guys were not that at all.
I understand that. Yeah. And it, just during a period where we're just listening to that voice generator and dead silence otherwise, as I'm peering around with infrared with no activity, something came behind my right ear, and it was soft and sweet and scary.
Very scary.
Yeah.
But watching Tim's reaction when that happened, again,
Yeah.
I don't know that we've ever seen him that animated, other than
Yeah.
when his friend confirmed the porn and card shop.
Yes.
The level of excitement. And that was fun for me to watch Tim get so excited.
Yes.
And animated. I don't know if excited is the right word, but just, oh my God, I feel a chill.
It
Was, and then the voice we were hearing.
blast.
Yeah.
That's something, guys. I told you guys this when we were there. This is an experience. Having that happen, even though we've had it happen before at that location, you may go the rest of your life. And even if you guys come and join me as I go about my life and do this, we may never have it again. Honestly, it is so rare that happens, especially when you're looking for it and you can capture it, that it is truly unique. And we don't know why it occurs. The fact that we captured it is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We have the biggest thing, though. We do have some card related stuff here. I don't. Do we want to tease it? Do we want to tell them? Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the video. You're just gonna have to watch the end of the video. Ricky's acting. I did not do a good job describing this. After the live stopped over on Dr. Ghost Hunters, you can still go back and watch this paranormal investigation. Ricky goes solo into the mill and does something that you will never see on another paranormal investigative show ever again.
That is
you
true.
will laugh, you will cry, and you may poop yourself.
There may have been an owl too, right? Yeah,
maybe.
There might have been an owl.
If you're a bird watcher, tune in too. Yeah.
Let's just say, if you love the hobby, I brought the hobby ghost hunting.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I should have led with that 10 minutes ago when I started talking about this. Could have saved some people. But I had a great experience with you guys. I would love to go back out with you guys again. We are eyeing up some massive penitentiaries across the United States, some of the most haunted, popular places for next year.
Yeah.
And we may need to see if you guys are interested in this.
Yeah.
We need some more bodies to go make that happen.
Hell yeah. Love it.
All right, guys. Oh my God, I'm going to have to press the buttons again.
No. Yep.
Okay, I got to it. So that's a good start. Ricky, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Am I ready? I'm not ready. Hang on. Sounds, figured it out.
Wait,
I did it.
forget.
Well,
Never
it's been
mind.
another fun show. For Chad and Tim, I'm Ricky, the technical difficulty, wishing all of you a one of one night.
Okay. So I truly feel bad about this. We should have done it earlier, and I got completely rattled. This is something that warrants doing early in the show. So,
Well, the post show is just as good.
Ricky, we have a package from Dan.
Oh,
It is a very kind gesture and something that should be seen. Now, we're an hour and 10 minutes into the show. I don't know how many people watch all the way through. So we either open it now, and Dan's not on this week either, or
Of course.
or we save it for the opener of next week.
Let's save it.
let's do
It's
it now while Dan's
meaningful
not
enough
here.
that I think we should save it. As much as I want Torment Dan,
No,
this is a good,
no, I
this is
trust
a real
you.
good one.
I trust you. And if you'll just hit that end that recording button when I give you the sign, because I've got something, and Dan has got to get this right on. If Dan can answer this question, I will give him my Royals cane 1 of 1. Give it to him.
Oh.
What is
Me.
I think that saved the show. That saved the entire week of the show. What a train wreck of a technical disaster that was.
It was entertaining though.
Oh man.
So midway through the show, Tim, you and I lost Ricky's audio.
Yeah.
And then I tried to fix it, and your and I audio stopped.
Yeah. And then he couldn't hear anything. Yeah.
What a train wreck.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm just going to title this week's show Technical Difficulties. I'm just going to call it
that's the name that was jumping to me.
that.
Tim nearly goes to jail in technical difficulties.
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. Tim, great job on padding on some of those things, especially as I was trying to figure it out.
No
and
worries,
I
man.
want both of you guys to know, like, there are times where it may, like, you may ask me a question and it may seem like I'm not giving you the time of day on an answer. I'm trying to figure out how in the world to get to get it going.
No,
I think you guys know that, but
Yeah.
I want to say that because I don't want you guys to ever think that I'm ignoring you or not giving you a good answer.
For sure. No, and especially once I had to run all this stuff, I have a new appreciation.
I blame Danny Ainge too.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
But
I gotta
still,
go
good.
back and,
Good.
I
show
gotta go back
nonetheless.
and no, I gotta go back and look at that photo and look at Cam's nips now.
Yeah, I think they're gonna pull it up. We can get a good zoom in here too.
Yeah, let's get those nips going. Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude, he and I
yeah.
are competing
Those are rock
for
hard.
the silver and the gold.
I wish I could like scroll over there. I can't do it. That's
Look at
impressive
that.
though.
That you could cut glass with those things.
Mm.
Apparently, he can't cut it close enough to cut himself a new ligament for his finger. Should be nice. Oh
Maybe
man.
He could just put Chad like on his shoulders, and you can just throw the ball for him as he runs.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I could finally see over the line. That was always my problem.
There
I
you
couldn't
go.
see.
Dude, together you'll be like,
I still have
you'll be
eligibility.
unbeatable. Yeah,
You should do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You do. Yeah.
the two of you together are a first-round NFL draft pick, late
I can
round.
go back and get like a PhD or something and,
That's
and play
true.
football.
You could. Yeah.
We can become the first duo draft
That'd
pick
be
in the NFL.
fantastic.
That'd be awesome. Oh,
They
gosh.
tackle
All right.
him. They tackle him. You just fall off his shoulders and keep running.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Oh
I get
God!
hit once and just die.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, guys. I'm glad you didn't leave me out
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Next week. So next week we're doing Thursday,
yeah.
correct?
Yep.
100% Thursday. You guys get any ideas for topics? You want to figure that out as the week goes?
Well, we got Dan's thing. If you guys have mail day, I've got mail I can catch up on. But as far as a topic,
Yes. And we have to announce Secret Santa next week.
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Chad.
Tim's mail day,
Um,
new releases. Ricky, if you have mail days, Secret Santa. It might be a little bit shorter, but maybe we could add something in there along the way.
I don't have mail days, but I'll find a topic and I'll text it to you.
And I'm running a race in San Jose in 2 days, so I can talk about that too. Talk about how I
that'll be good.
pull my butt again or something. I don't know.
Well, and
Okay,
you
next
might-
Thursday we'll see everyone.
All right.
You might have
See ya.
some interesting Ryan stories too. So
That'll be good.
we shared the bad dog sitter. We might as well share the good one.
Yes.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.